When he's on tour, he goes to hospitals without the press following him, without anyone knowing. He'll get up in a disguise and do it, take his disguise off when he's there, and kids know, wow, it's Michael Jackson.
Was there no point at which you said to yourself, reading everything everybody had been reading, maybe this is true, maybe I completely didn't understand who he was?
No way. Absolutely not.
Never.
Never. I know Michael's heart. I know his mind and his soul. I'm not that insensitive, especially to him or people I love.
How did you decide to go to Singapore?
He was my friend. He was alone. He was totally alone. And he just, he needed help. Nothing in the world could have hurt him more if it had been calculated. If they'd planned an assassination, they couldn't have done it any better. It almost broke his heart.
Liz had said that she wanted to be here to hold your hand through this. You don't look like you need your hand held.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Taylor!
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Have a seat.
Nice
Have
to
a
see
seat.
you. Thank you.
Did Michael ever propose to you?
No! And I never proposed to him.
Never did. What do you think is most misunderstood about Michael Jackson, Liz?
All the things you mentioned. He is the least weird man I've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
He is highly intelligent, shrewd, intuitive, understanding, sympathetic, generous, to almost a fault of himself.
Uh-huh.
And he just, if he has any eccentricities, it's that he is like larger than life, and some people just can't accept that or face it or understand it. His talent on stage, why I called him the king of pop, rock, soul, music, entertainment, whatever.
Yes.
There's nobody that can come near him.
Yeah.
Nobody can dance like that, write the lyrics like that, the music, cause the kind of excitement that he does.
And why do you think you all are such friends? What has brought this kind of bond? Because people tried to make this be weird.
Well, it's not. I mean, our childhoods are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And we have that from the very beginning in common. I was a child star at 9, had an abusive father, and that kind of brought us close together in the very beginning.
And what is it, I'm going to ask Michael this question later on, but what is it you most want the world to know about him?
What a wonderful, giving, caring, generous man he is, and how good he is.
And he's funny, too.
Oh, he's wildly funny.
He can crack some jokes, I tell you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's a good man.
Thank you for joining us, too.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, honored guest, my dear friend Michael. I can't tell you how I feel to be here tonight. I have so much to say about you as my beloved friend. Our friendship has always been very private. I think that's one of the reasons it's so very special. Because it's ours. We first really became friends on the telephone. We're both very shy. We really do have a lot in common. Most people don't believe that. I know some of the pain that Michael goes through, and it's so real. I have been there and go through the same thing myself. People don't believe it. But we genuinely do suffer. And it takes, I think, a fellow sufferer, a fellow survivor, to sort of understand each other. I hope, Michael, you don't think I'm betraying our friendship by talking about it up here. I feel kind of odd about it. To say how I feel about you is obvious. I love you. It's obvious why I love you. I think you're one of the finest people that has hit this planet. I'm not sure where you're from. I think maybe Martian angels came down and invaded your body the way it moves. I don't know. And your voice does things and goes around corners and curves, and it does anything you want it to do, and it astonishes us. You're an amazing man, and I don't think you're really quite aware of that. And even that in itself is extraordinary. You have one of the sharpest wits, intelligence, you're cunning, and that's a strange word to use about you because it implies deviousness. And you are the least devious person I think I've ever met in my life. You are honesty personified to the point where I would say that you hurt yourself. You are painfully honest. You're vulnerable to the point of pain. You are so giving of yourself that at times you leave very little left to protect that inner core, that beautiful inner core that is the essence of you. The thing that I love so much about you and makes the world identify with you the way they do. It makes you, I think, the phenomena that you are. I don't think anyone can really say what it is or what the ingredient is. It's too intangible, and there are too many of the ingredients going on. You've got just so much going on. And it's that kind of almost unawareness. It just happens. And I don't mean that it happens easily to you. I mean, I've seen you rehearse your nut off for hours, days. I've seen the sweat come out in buckets. You work. I don't mean it comes easy. But when it comes, it's like nothing else. Nobody else has ever done it again. Nobody else ever will again. Nobody can copy it. Nobody can emulate it. It's you. Your friendship and your sense of giving is totally yours. And you do it the same way. You do it almost timidly, but thoroughly and completely. And with the same kind of effect, with the same devastation. And your sense of caring. The things that you have done that so few people know about, the things that you have done anonymously, that not even the receivers know about, that is true charity. That is charity of the soul, of the heart. It's not asking to be thanked. It's not asking to look or feel like a big guy. It's doing something because your heart wants to and wants nothing in return. And I think that is the most beautiful quality you have. And maybe I've blown it because it was, until I opened my big mouth, an anonymous quality. But anyway, Michael, just thank you for being you. I love you.